The Los Angeles Lakers' search for defensive help may have just hit a massive roadblock. As NBA trade rumors continue to swirl around the league, a highly intriguing target for the Lakers, Herb Jones of the New Orleans Pelicans, now appears increasingly out of reach. According to growing league buzz, the Pelicans have taken a firm stance on Jones' future, dealing a crushing blow to Los Angeles' hopes of landing one of the NBA's most elite perimeter defenders. For weeks, Herb Jones has been linked to the Lakers as a dream-fit role player. His defensive versatility, high basketball IQ, and low-usage offensive style made him an ideal complement to a roster led by superstar talent. However, as trade discussions intensify across the league, New Orleans has reportedly made it clear that Jones is not available, signaling a strong commitment to keeping him as a core piece of their long-term plans. This development is significant for several reasons, starting with why the Lakers were so interested in Jones in the first place. Los Angeles has struggled at times with perimeter defense, consistency, and energy, areas where Jones excels. He is widely regarded as one of the best wing defenders in the NBA, capable of guarding multiple positions and disrupting elite scorers without needing the ball on offense. For a Lakers team built around stars who command defensive attention, Jones' ability to thrive without dominating possessions made him especially attractive. He fits the profile of the kind of player championship teams rely on, someone who does the dirty work, defends the toughest assignment, and elevates the entire unit through effort and awareness. Unfortunately for the Lakers, the Pelicans see Jones in the exact same light. New Orleans' firm stance reflects how highly the organization values Jones internally. Despite not being a flashy scorer, his impact is undeniable. Advanced metrics, defensive assignments, and on-court chemistry all point to Jones as a foundational player rather than a trade chip. For the Pelicans, moving him would create a defensive hole that's nearly impossible to fill. This stance also suggests New Orleans is prioritizing continuity. With a roster full of young talent and playoff aspirations, the Pelicans appear unwilling to sacrifice defensive identity for short-term gain. Jones represents the culture they're trying to build, tough, disciplined, and defensively committed. From the Lakers' perspective, this is a crushing blow at a critical time. The front office has been exploring ways to improve the roster around its stars, particularly on the defensive end. Missing out on Jones forces Los Angeles to reassess its options and possibly lower expectations for what kind of defensive upgrade is realistically attainable. It also highlights a recurring challenge for the Lakers in recent seasons: limited trade flexibility. Without an abundance of premium draft assets or young blue-chip players, Los Angeles often finds itself competing for role players rather than headline stars. When teams like the Pelicans draw a hard line, the Lakers have few levers to pull. The timing of this news is particularly frustrating because Jones' skill set aligns perfectly with what the Lakers need right now. He wouldn't require touches, wouldn't disrupt offensive flow, and would immediately become one of their best defenders. That kind of seamless fit is rare, and losing that opportunity stings. This doesn't mean the Lakers are done exploring the trade market. But it does mean their most appealing rumored target is likely off the table. As a result, attention may shift to less ideal alternatives, players who come with defensive limitations, higher usage demands, or larger contracts. Meanwhile, the Pelicans' stance sends a clear message to the rest of the league: Herb Jones is untouchable. That message carries weight, especially as trade season heats up. It signals confidence, direction, and belief in their core. In a league often defined by constant roster turnover, New Orleans is choosing stability. There's also a broader implication here. The fact that Jones is so coveted, and so firmly protected, underscores how much the league values elite defenders who don't need the spotlight. Teams are increasingly aware that championships are often won by players who thrive in the margins, and Jones is a textbook example. For Lakers fans, this rumor shift will likely spark debate. Some will argue the team should push harder, offer more, or get creative. Others will see this as a reminder that not every perfect fit is attainable, and that internal improvement may be just as important as external additions. The front office now faces a familiar question: pivot or persist? Do they continue chasing defensive specialists on the trade market, or do they trust internal development and buyout options later in the season? Either way, expectations must adjust in light of New Orleans' firm position. As the NBA trade deadline approaches, rumors will only intensify. But for now, one thing appears clear: the Lakers' pursuit of Herb Jones has suffered a major setback. Unless the Pelicans dramatically change course, this door seems firmly closed. And in a Western Conference where every marginal upgrade matters, losing access to a player like Jones could loom large as the season unfolds. The Lakers will move forward, but the what-if surrounding this pursuit may linger longer than expected. If you want, I can make it even more clickbait heavy. Add YouTube intro hooks, chapter timestamps, and outro CTA. Rewrite it in a debate or prediction format. Shorten it to 800 words or expand to 1200 plus. Just tell me.